Well, howdy kids. I'm getting pretty sick of this 240, you know, just trying to fix the leaking spoiler, and I can't do it right now because it's too cold, and the bondo doesn't stick till it's like 15-20 Celsius, right? So basically I'm just going to go grab my Sawzall, cut the whole spoiler off, and then fill it in for now, and yeah, get it welded in about a month. So I do know a guy that can weld the thing, but he can't do it for a month, so we're going to ghetto fab this shit. Alright, stay tuned. Well, it's just about the perfect day to do this because it's not supposed to rain today, but then the rest of the week rain. You can see right here, the rust is coming just horribly right through there, and it's leaking down right to the bottom, and that is completely broken off. So, weapon of choice, Sawzall. We're going to shave this puppy. Okay, my procedure has vastly changed. That was just kind of a joke. That's not going to do anything. There's actually a couple 8mm bolts right up here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a drain spout there, which I'm going to have to cover up. And then pretty much you can just lift the spoiler right off. But as you can see this, holy crap, I got some rust problems. I did cover that with stuff to help, but yeah, we got leaks. That's not good. And this just came off, just had a couple of those plastic rivets in it. And that just goes up in here and you just yank that off. That's easy. But yeah, so the spoiler should just pop right off. Let's see how ugly this is. Ugh. Okay, that's pretty bad. Yeah, so that's why my hatch was leaking. Was probably these drain holes weren't covered up properly. I could even put my spoiler back on, I guess, but I'll just leave it off. And here was leaking too. There's actually a rust hole through here, so I clean this up and cover it with some crap, and then she's fixed. Alright, there she goes. First gonna clean it up because it's a mess, has not seen daylight in 22 years, so here we go. Okay, that just basically looks like shit, so I think I'm actually just gonna put the spoiler back on now that I know the problem is fixed. I can, well, fixed for now, right? So at least I put the spoiler back on, I can cover up this Gorilla Tape, and it won't look like such a pile of shit. Okay, I'm going to use some of this Body Shop weather strip adhesive and do what the factory should have done properly and actually seal around these, the screws that attach the nuts on the bottoms. Then I'll just pop these 4 bolts back in. There's one there, and one there, and one there. They're all 8mm, so hopefully this won't leak now. This does have a lot more sealant around it, but it still has to be fixed because this rust is just going to spread like cancer. Cancer of the car. Of course my 8mm is the only one missing from my toolbox. Lovely. Usually it's my 10, but today it's the 8. I'll have to make do with something else. And there you have it. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is going to work for now. And hopefully keep the rain out, because you can see this is definitely where the rain was coming through. So that's all patched up. And just as I stop, it starts to rain. Couldn't be better timing. Okay, so after some thinking there, those little clips I thought were drainage holes in the back of the car. I believe those are actually little plastic clips that hold on the spoiler. And when that breaks, then you just have a hole like this big around in your spoiler, right? So that was my problem right there. And in order to actually figure it out, I had to take it all apart, get in there and look. And for the most part, that's all you have to do with any job. Just get in there and look, figure out what you have to do. And now I know the problem, and now I know how to fix it, and I'm going to fix it properly. With welding this time, I have to find a welder, because I can't, as I said before, you can't use bondo in this weather. It's way too wet and not warm enough. It has to be like anywhere from like 15 degrees upwards, and that's the temperature of the car and the ambient air. So if you want to do it properly, do this in a shop, do it with a welder, do it with bondo, do it whatever, just don't do it the way I did it, because I'm just doing this as a band-aid until I can get to a welder and a shop, okay? And well, hopefully this works. Alright, see you guys later. I'll keep you tuned if this actually stops it from leaking. I have no idea, but I have a good chance in thinking that my Ghetto work, yeah, this is just my daily driver, and I do Ghetto fix everything on this thing, so far everything has worked awesome. This car has got me around even with 300 38,000 kilometers on it. Stock motor. Good old 240 single cam. Lots of fun. Alright. Bye-bye, guys, and cheech it. If I can stop this camera. That has to be the shiniest loonie I've ever seen in my life. Is that brand new or what?